Hey there, I want to tell you a story, the story of how I'm about to apply my 20 years of entrepreneurial lessons to build my legacy, and why I'm very excited right now at the age of 63 years young than I ever been in a very long time. I've built incredible things, made millions, created millionaires, but I've been waiting for this moment when David Hart showed me what I'm about to tell you. And I thought, how did I not see this coming? This isn't just about money. It's about building something my grandchildren will inherit, something that allows me to travel the world while getting paid to teach others how to do the same. This is the story of how I'm building a $1 trillion legacy. Let me take you back. I came from humble beginnings. No trust fund, no family businesses inherited, just hunger. And I made a decision. I wouldn't rely on being just the best salesman when I got into network marketing in the mid-90s. I built a system that others can follow. Over 12 years, I've applied these systems consistently. I created 17 millionaires. I built an organization of over 147,000 people. That's not a side hustle. That's a movement. Now here's what I've learned. The system works. Consistency works. Culture doesn't happen because you claim it. It happens because you live it. That became the foundation for everything that came next. 2019, I partnered with two guys to start Solar Experts in the solar industry. And we went all in. Year one, 360,000. 5 years later, 33 million in revenue. We dominated 29 markets and made millions and created jobs for people. And I learned the most important lesson of my entrepreneurial career. Money isn't everything. Structure is everything. Here's the problem. Solar Expert generated hundreds of millions in revenue, but there was no residual income. Every dollar required constant active work. The residual income, that went to the finance companies, the banks, not to us. I built something that worked beautifully, but it would never generate true wealth. It would never let me wake up and say, I don't have to do this anymore. That's when I realized something had to change. That's when I started looking for a business model that rewarded residual income instead of transactions. Through all of this, the millions made, the millions lost, I stayed disciplined around one principle, the 70-30 principle. 70% spend, live well, invest in growth. 10% charity, give back, stay grounded. 10% savings for security, for a rainy day. And 10% investment to build wealth. Because I followed this rule, I never panicked during down times. I had faith, I had margins, and I had security. I made millions and lost millions, but I have a $1 billion mindset. My mindset isn't about the number in my bank account. It's about the value I create, the systems I build, and the legacy I leave. And then in July 2025, everything changed. My partner, David Hart, reached out. He said, I want to show you something, what I've been working on for the last several years. When he first mentioned travel, I thought, no way. I don't want to be a travel agent. I have no idea what he was going to share with me or what he's going to show me. You know what? He showed me that the travel industry is a $10 trillion industry. $10 trillion. That's 10 with 12 zeros behind it. I've built in hundreds of millions, but I've never worked in a $1 trillion industry, and it's growing. Everyone wants to travel, and it's not stopping. But that wasn't the wow moment. The wow moment was the structure of Travorium. Unlike Solar Expert, Travorium is built with residual income from the ground up. You have override income that grows without you daily working. You can will this business to your children and your grandkids. It's a family-based company designed to stand the test of time. For the first time, I found a model I've been searching for. Simplicity, residual income. Global foundation, legacy capacity. And fun. And I thought, why didn't I see this sooner? The travel industry has three types of travelers: or 3 groups of travelers. You got the frequent travelers. They love to travel. That's about 15% of the population. Then you have the casual travelers. They want to travel more. That's about 35% of the population. And then you have the non-travelers. They want to travel but can't afford it. That's 50% of the population. Now hear this. The money is in those last 2 groups. I need less than 1% of the population of those 2 groups to hit financial freedom. I'm shooting for 5%. Now, here's my 36-month game plan. Year 1, recruit and train 7 ambassador leaders, not just salespeople, leaders. By year end, I'll have proof the system works. Year 2, expand to 12 ambassadors across global regions. My first 7 will help me recruit the next 5. Year 3, scale to 50 ambassadors. My first 7 will be making multi-deca millions of dollars in passive residual income. Now, that's not a sales pitch. That's a system. And here's the beautiful part. I am 63 years young. My goal is to reach 104 vibrant years. I'm a centurion in training. In 36 months, when I hit 50 ambassador milestone, I won't just have created a revenue stream. I will have the following: build a teachable system that doesn't depend on me, create a legacy my granddaughters can inherit, impact thousands, tens of thousands of people, relationships with travel and wealth, generated the passive income to fund my Centurion vision, build a foundation for my 1-Minute Mentor coaching program, and write dozens of books. I've learned 5 principles. They're called the 5 wealth principles: persistency, consistency, discipline, urgency, and excitement. And I wrote a book on all of them. But now I'm going to live them through this Trevorium journey and teach them to the world as I do it. Every video, every ambassador I coach, every challenge I overcome, that's content. That's your proof this works. If I can do this at 63, apply systems I've built for 20 years to a model that rewards residual income and legacy, what's stopping you? So here's what I want you to know. I'm not here to tell you this is easy. It's not. It took 12 years in MLM, years in solar, but every year was an investment becoming who I needed to be for this. I'm going to document this entire journey, every milestone, every lesson, every win, not because I'm perfect, but because you learn from transparency. If you want to build a business that doesn't depend on your daily work, create passive income, travel the world, and leave a legacy, I want you in this community. I'm not just building a business, I'm building a legacy, and I want to inspire you to do the same. So I want to thank you for watching. Remember to stay busy, stay busy, stay busy. But stay busy traveling, growing, earning, and stay busy leaving a legacy. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and blessings.